now for today's Wisdom to Wealth, sponsored by John Halterman of Beacon Wealth Management. So John, we have two retired individuals who are living off of their investments. Does it make sense for them to have life insurance?
You know, that's funny because a lot of people ask me that question. They'll say, hey, you know what? We've got our pensions, we've got our investments, and if we die, we don't need anything. But I tell people, you know what? Don't be naive. You've got to evaluate, because the one thing I call it is what I call the income cliff. And what do I mean about that? You know, people don't realize upon death, you're not going to get both Social Securities. And if you're used to living off both to fund your lifestyle, what you got to ask yourself is, how do you replace that income? Another thing you got to be thinking about is your pension options. If you took the individual pension, well, there is no joint survivorship. And so now what you got to figure out is, based upon if one person dies, does the other person still need income to maintain their lifestyle?
Okay, so what would you recommend to avoid what you call the income cliff?
Well, it's calculation. I mean, the one thing I tell people is don't make any assumptions. You know, sit down and figure out exactly, you know, if something were to happen, what would you want for the surviving spouse? And then figure out exactly what income would be there. And if you don't have enough income, well, then you have to say, where will I get that income? You know, will it come from life insurance? Will it come from our assets? But one way or the other, you definitely have to do an income cliff calculation.
We are here to help. Call or visit our website today.